here we go then. Welcome along, welcome along. Let me just see if the audio's working fine. Alright. Just trying to get everything settled and sorted. Because we're playing a game that we have not played on stream before. Playing some Formula Legends. So, this is a game that's pretty good. Like an arcade racer. We just got a big update to this game recently. There was just a bunch of new content added. But I wanted to give it a proper shot, you know, especially considering we have the Formula E DLC. So I'm gonna give this a shot. They just added some wheel support, so for an arcade racer, I actually have a wheel. I kind of want to give it a proper attempt. Now, it's a little bit wonky with wheel support, so we can't really map the buttons to the menus. So I have to still use the arrow keys to do everything. Oops. Sorry, I have to put my focus back on the game. So here we go. So I gotta use my keyboard for everything for now. They did announce that they're gonna try to do some closed beta tests for online multiplayer, so we could possibly do this some daily race streams over here. Alright, but in the meantime, I just want to get to grips with the game. So we got the Miami E pre. So if you play the main game of Formula Legends, it's obviously parody. There's no real licensing, so everybody in the game has like fake names, but it's clear who they're trying to reference. But with the Formula E DLC, everything is licensed. So we have the actual tracks. So the Miami E pre, this is actually the Miami Street Circuit that we'd race in Formula 1. Of course, it's a truncated layout. The Berlin E pre, this is Tempelhof Airport. Shanghai E pre, this is a shortened version of the Shanghai International Circuit. Great Britain, this is the XL Arena. The Tokyo E pre, I'm not sure what this is meant to be. I actually have not seen the Tokyo E pre. I'm pretty sure this is like on the streets of Tokyo. Same for the Sao Paulo E pre. This is in Sao Paulo. This is not in an actual track. But we only have 6 courses to work with, so I'll give Miami a shot. I just want to try. Oh. Well, I accidentally committed to a track, to a race. So who did I end up picking? So yeah, you can see this is a scaled down version of Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see we have the attack mode, outer circle. Oh, it looks like I'm driving as Andretti. Did my stuff save? Okay, lovely. Oh, I actually don't know the layout. Whoa, wait, why am I reversing like crazy? Huh? What's going on here? Does it set to auto reverse? Oh, okay, hold on a minute. We're gonna have to do some settings here. Uh-oh. See, if this is a little bit too tricky to do, I'm just gonna switch back to like a controller. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how everything's going here. Controls. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Let me also try doing manual transmission. let's try this again. I'm still trying to get used to the physics of this game. Oh. Still trying to learn. Alright, so if I wanted to do attack mode, that would have been the line to do. Of course, this is not a sim racer, so you could be a little bit more aggressive with your inputs. Whoa! Track limits. The turning still feels a little bit stiff. I feel like that's something I'm gonna have to fix myself. There we go. Come on. So if I spin out, I'm screwed. I'll learn how to use wheel. I need to find the right. Find the right settings for this. So. Oh shoot. That chicane is gonna be the death of me. Let's keep trying. Now, it should be noted that there's no, even though I put it on manual, there's no gears in an FE car. Did I keep that in track limits? I kept that in track limits. Somehow. It's not ideal, but... super wide. Alright. Of course, I'm just learning, so I'm not expecting to beat this world's best time. Now, what's cool about this DLC is that it actually incorporates all three eras, all three generations of Formula E car. So we have the, you know, the traditional, the original Gen 1 car, the Gen 2, which is the era that really got me interested in watching Formula E. We have the current Gen 3 cars. I think this is what I'm driving right now. Yeah, I'm driving a Gen 3 car. This is the one without, like, a traditional rear wing. It's the one that kind of makes it look like a jet from behind. Ah! I hit the wall! That's not track limits! Aww. Alright. I think this is good enough. Let's try to get a proper race going. Alright. So many invalid laps. But I'm starting to understand now. Let's do story mode. So we have the first generation. We have the Pioneers generation. This is the Gen 2 car. And then we have the current Gen 3. I think I'm going to start with Gen 1. Length of the race, let's do medium. I'll just do normal. I'll do normal, normal difficulty. If it gets a little bit too crazy, then I'll change it. All right, now you can see we have all the licensed teams. So we got Andretti here, and we also have the drivers too. So we can play as Jake Dennis, we can play as Felipe Drugovich for Andretti. For Cupra, we got Pepe Marti, Dang Tictum, Maxi Gunther, and Taylor Barnard for DS Penske. For Envision version, we got Joel Eriksson and Sebastian Buemi. So for Jaguar, we got Mitch Evans and Antonio Felix da Costa. Lucas deGrassi and Zane Maloney for Lola. Mahindra's got Nick DeVries and Edo Mortara. Nissan has got Ollie Rowland and Norman Nato. And Porsche has got Nico Muller and Pascal Wehrlein. I gotta... See, the one thing I kind of wish, and this is probably because of licensing, I really wish that for Gens 1, 2, and 3, we would have had the liveries of the time, right? But then, you know, not all these teams have had different guises over time. Like, for example, if this was if we had the proper team branding for Gen 1, Nissan would be Renault Edams. Mahindra would still be there. DS Penske would be DS Techeetah. I don't think Andretti was on the grid for... No, I think Andretti was on the grid for the Gen 1 era. But yeah, even though these are the old cars, these are the current liveries. So that's a slight miss, but I can understand why. But for this one, I will play as my favorite Formula E driver, Pascal Wehrlein. When I met him in 2022, he actually gave me his name card. So yeah, I actually have his name card from when he did the meet and greet in Brooklyn a couple years ago. So that's one of my favorite possessions. All right, so I'll take Wehrlein here. So we're starting at Shanghai. Of course, unfortunately, we don't have the full grid, so I don't think we have every team. I think we're missing... what other teams are we missing? Alright, let's get started. So this is quali. Uh-oh. Don't have to worry about attack mode this time. I'm using the coloring of the track to see what the racing line is. And I'm just trying to follow it as best I can. Of course, you know, the optimal racing line is always going to be rubbered in, so... Alright. Oh, shoot. Hold time is 45 seconds, so I gotta get a move on. Really gotta throw the car where I need to. Alright. Definitely not where I need to be right now. 53.4. Oh, shoot. Can I restart this? Let's try this again. I just want to have a clean lap. I don't know if that was track limits or not, but hey, I'm taking it. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not going to be a competitive time, I would think. 45.1. If this is not the case, if this is not gonna work, then I'll just take the P14 and move on. Alright, not quite an improvement. But it's something. Oh, shoot. Forgot to lift. Medium speed corners. Even in an arcade racer, this is still a Tilkadrome. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. Yeah, P14. It makes me wonder if I'm actually more competitive with a controller. Oh, we have like a Mario Kart style start to this game, to this race. Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm up to P11. Let me see if I can take attack mode. Oh, shoot. How do I use attack mode? Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, shoot. I'm learning on the fly, guys. I'm learning on the fly. Alright. Once I figure out how this works, then I'll restart the race and then we'll try to give ourselves a fighting shot. Alright. Am I supposed to be this slow compared to everybody else? Something tells me I'm not meant to be this slow. Well, mistakes aside, it's just the pace. Alright. You know what? Alright, so we also have to do a pit stop, too. You know what I think I'm gonna try and do? Oh, no. Wait. Oh, shoot, I didn't, Okay. I think it might be better. I think it might be best if I do this on a controller. All right. So the pit stop has a mini game too. So give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. I think it might be best if we do controller from here on out. Oh, give me like 2 seconds, guys. Hold on, let me just see if this is connected properly. Yeah, cause I don't. Something there really needs to be a little bit more of a focus on making sure the wheels work. Also, people are still coming back from the office, so I still gotta keep buzzing people in. Alright, let's see if we can get this working. sec. All right. Come on now. I'm gonna have to do some like heavy settings. Wait, let me see if I relaunch this game with the controller on. Let me try relaunching the game in like 2 seconds. This could also be a case of this is designed with Xbox controllers in mind. So if a Xbox controller works better, then I'll switch to that. Because I really want to get this the stream going, you know? Is that supposed to be Benetton? Let's try this. DualSense not working. All right, let me go grab the. Let me go grab the Xbox controller. 2 seconds. All right, if this doesn't work, let's give this a go. Audio graphics, controls. Is it even detecting my controller? Alright, let me try now. It doesn't even detect my controller. What's going on here? Come on. Cause if this isn't working, I have no problem pivoting to another game. Maybe not this USB. I'll try using this cable. Ah, there we go. Lovely. We got it working. Alright, let's restart this. What is the versus thing? Oh, we could choose who we want to race against. Alright. Alright. Let's try this now. Oh shoot, it's wet. How will this affect the actual racing? Well, it's a lot more responsive. I can tell you that much. Now I feel a lot more competitive. Lost traction. Wow. Track limits. Yeah, this is very much made with controllers in mind, so... Now I can see. So I guess going forward, if we play this game, we're gonna have to use a controller. Ah, I hit the wall. But I just want to get a time on the board. Okay. Alright, P9. Not bad. Oops, kind of skipped through everything, but... More importantly, we outqualified our teammate. Okay, I guess that was a perfect start. Alright, so we're P3 at the start, really good. But we can see the truck limits. Stewards don't care because I went on the outside. Lost traction. Alright, Max Gunther trying to get some got slipstream, push, up the inside, ouchies. Got the move done though. But he has full attack mode now, so... Shoot, the traction is something I really gotta respect in this. Alright. Well, maybe I should do a, maybe I'll take my little Joker line so that way I can get some attack mode. Alright, so I'm gonna need to hit it once more for me to get full charge. I got Nick DeVries behind me. Let me use this attack mode. I'm like well off the track. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna box this lap. Yep, so I gotta do a mandatory pit stop. Ooh, nice, okay. Oh, we got a black and white flag. Track limits. So we're starting to get a dry line. Alright, I'm gonna go in and do the mandatory stop. Oops, somebody's coming out. Alright, so that's how you do the minigame. Gotta try to do everything all at once. So I'm down at the P10, fortunately. How? Taylor Barnard, one of the youngsters of Formula E. Alright, overtook him, P7. I think I still have one more attack mode to do. Pretty sure. Second warning. Did one more, I get a penalty. Try to pull away now. Hey. You hit me. Push me off track. Anyway, I'm staying on ahead. Starting to get the hang of the physics of this game. Oh. Very twitchy. Starting to close in on P6. Seconds out. But the times are getting better. Times are getting faster because of the drier track now. Lap. Alright, good thing is that I'm pulling away from the guys behind. Alright, we got a race win. P7. I mean, it's a start. What's this? Oh, nice little podium animation. Alright, so we're on 6 points. But the season is young. Still got 7 more races to go. Alright, so we're going to Sao Paulo. Alright, I can really launch the car for these 90-degree ones. 90-degree corners. Alright, this one we kind of have to, like, be wary of. God damn, that's tough. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, so we have to respect that that second right-hander. Because you could sweep through the first right-hander, but then you gotta be careful. All right, I gotta slow down for this one. That's like a medium speed hairpin. There we go. Learned that one. Let the cars go out a little bit. Alright, P6 for now. Yeah. Despite the hit, I'm actually improving. Oh, shoot. That was a mistake. Ah, no. I had it, but the skip, the elevation. Drat. Alright, something to work on. Ah, much improved. Almost a full second. I really want you to hit the brakes on that one. Alright, P5. Some good to work with. We're only like 3/10 off. Alright, not bad. I want to take attack mode. Rude. Alright, I think there's another attack mode zone over here. There we go, push. Go, go, go. Ow. I really gotta hit the brakes for that one, don't I? Alright, now I have a bit of a cooldown to do before I'm allowed to do attack mode again, so I just gotta let this play out. But I'm a lot more competitive than I was before. Now I'm starting to understand this game. We're 3 seconds away, so we can get these guys. Also, the leader, Jake Dennis, he's using He's using attack mode right now, so... There we go. Starting to mitigate that bump. Come on. Coming for you, Mitch. Alright, I'm still not able to do attack mode, so I'll do the attack mode second half of the lap. I'll go to the second zone for that. Alright, do that. I'm gonna go into the pits. Off we go. I got pit boost and attack mode. Let's see if I can use this to my advantage. Nearly into the wall. That could have been bad. Okay. Alright, some other people are in the pits right now, so P9. Ouch. Come on, come on, come on. We got the two Andretti's up ahead. One's trying to do attack mode. You sweep through. You. Push, push, push. Alright, P6. Now let's push for P5. Lucas Degrassi is next. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he just announce his retirement? Lucas Degrassi? I could be bugging. Oh, I was super close to the wall there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's try and get these guys. Ah, no. No. Oh, shoot. Ah, it's time to... Let's restart this. Alright, now I know what to do. Ooh, good start. Gonna take attack mode early. Well, some attack mode. You'll know that you're under slipstream when your controller starts rumbling. So that's some good feedback if you want to know if you're actually doing a... Uh-oh. Alright. Gonna save this attack mode for a little bit later. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Ow, ow, ow. Nico, leave me alone. We're teammates. I missed my braking zone. So I gotta use my first attack mode to make up for this. Ow. Zane Maloney next. He's charging up for, he was charging up attack zone, or attack mode, so that's why he went wide. But I'm on cooldown, so I don't need to do it right now. Ow. Alright. Things are starting to stabilize a little, so we can just focus on getting some good laps in. I know about the mandatory pit stop. I'm doing it next lap. Alright, I'm still in cooldown for my second attack mode. Battery at 50. Box a slap. Ouch. Now what I'm gonna try and do here is I'm gonna charge up the first half of the of attack mode. Because when you go into the pits, you actually do get a boost. You actually do get a speed boost. That's one of the new regs that Formula E introduced. So you might as well do it. So you don't need to do attack mode. Don't need to worry about the damage. I'm just gonna go battery. Actually, wait. Wait. No, all I just need to do is splash dash. I don't need to actually like recharge the battery to full. I just realized I made a big mistake. Hold on a minute. Oh, we could do manual? Okay, let's give this one more shot. Maybe I could just do like a quick splash a battery charge, and then go out. Let me just focus on getting track position.
Alright. Now I'm starting to get the intricacies of this game. I'm gonna use my first attack mode right now. Push, push. I know, I will. Yeah, I think I should just go in, do my thing, and then, oh no! I got a little too greedy there. Gotta get back up to speed. Ah, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna try to defend Gunther through this, through his attack mode. Shoot. Briefly ahead, but you know, I'm gonna go in now. Alright, so we're P9 now. But we have the pit boost, so we're good. At some point, though, we're gonna have to go offline and get some attack mode. Maybe like right now. I should be able to take one through the pits. So back up to P8. All right. One of these days I'll get the strategy down. I'll get the idea of this. Alright, there we go. My second attack mode. Coming in hot. P6. Go, 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 go. Still got 20 seconds of attack mode. Coming for Nico. Let's go. Alright, now he's got attack mode. Just gotta try to stay close. Goosh. Oh boy. I need you guys to get a bit of a kerfuffle, please. Like that. Real Degrassi in, now I got P4. Should be able to get the Costa here, there we go. P3, back into the podium. See if I can get my teammate here. Oh, leaders in the pits. I'm back up to P1. Let's see if we can make it last. Go, 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 go. 2.5 seconds. That's the current lead. I know, battery's almost dead, but it's gonna last me to the rest of the race, so we're okay, guys. And DaCosta's going into the pits now, so I've got a clear line. Nice. See how this all plays out for me? Ah. So yeah, I don't need to waste time recharging my battery. I can just splash and dash, get the 4 things out, and then we're good. So I found the trick. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, not bad. Full points. Now we're leading the championship, both in the teams and in the drivers. It's only a slim 1-point margin, but we'll take it. Oh, we're doing this again. Oh right, there's some of these are double headers. Yeah, we're doing this one a second time. Let's see if we can make it 2 for 2. Uh-oh. Well, that lap is not going to work. Yeah, obviously that's not going to be a representative lap time. But we're already improving. We're about 3.5 tenths better than we were at the start. That's a purple sector 2. There we are. Look at that. Almost 7 seconds better and rising quickly. Alright, 7.5. What does that put us? Pole position, and by some margin too. Alright, now that I've got the hang of this game, starting to feel more confident. Worked out the kinks, but we're getting there. Alright, let's see if I can improve this lap a little more. Didn't improve. Small bit. Ooh. Oh right, there's bonus points for quali. So we got 3 bonus points to work with as well. Alright. Not a perfect start, but still good enough. Alright, I'm gonna focus on getting track position, so push ahead. I have a 2-second gap. Charge up my first attack mode. Actually, I'm gonna try something a little bit novel. I'm gonna pit now. Let's see if this works. Alright, so I'm dead last at the moment, but I'm going to use up my pit boost. Then I'm going to then use up my first attack mode and start making my climb. Alright, come on. How many am I getting back? P12. Now let's go wide for attack mode. And push. Go. That 4-second gap is already 2.5 and dropping. Alright, people through the pits. So P10. Alright, Felix da Costa. Closing in. Get him. Alright, there we go. He's got attack mode, but it's alright. Alright, Mitch Evans in the pits. So P8. I still got a lot of time before I have to do my pit stop. Oh, sorry. My second attack mode. But I need Nico to back off just a little bit for me. Alright, 4 seconds to the car ahead. Push, push, push. Alright. Alright, next lap I could start to do attack mode. Let's see if I can get this one Andretti. Ow. Felipe, be cool. Alright. I'm gonna trigger my second attack mode this lap. Gonna trigger it right here. Alright, battery at 50, but that's okay. Let's try to get out of here. Nearly into the wall, but I should be able to get to Grassy. There we go. P4. Let's try to get Taylor Barnard. Ah, sorry, Taylor. Hey, 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 hey! Ooh. Listen, these Formula E cars, they can take a beating. Right? They're not as fragile as F1 cars. I think Gunther still needs to do his mandatory stop. Maxi Gunther. Alright, battery at 25. Fine and dandy. Yeah, he has to do his pit stop. Oh no. Will I be able to make it out? Can get him? Where does he come out? Oh, okay, there we go. Whoa, nearly went into me. Alright, long form storytelling, but I'm finally back in the lead. Alright, let's bring this home. Keep an eye on the back. Alright, about 2 seconds. And that's P1. I'm really liking this game now. So, they did announce that there's going to be a physical version of this coming out in literally next week. All right. So we're on 69 points. Nice. Now we have an 11-point lead on the second car. All right. So we're in Miami for this one. I gotta figure out how to do this. Obviously, we are gonna have a racing line and an attack mode line, so keep that in the back of your heads. I think I can figure out how to do that without having a brake like that. There we are. Alright. Pull. Uh-oh. Dang. Well, that doesn't work. Let me try taking this last chicane a certain way. Okay, and we kept it in track limits, so that's pretty good. But that comes, well, we're coming in super hot for this final hairpin, so maybe I need to lift off, even though I'm carrying that much speed. Alright. We're gonna have to hope and pray that that first lap is gonna do it for us. It should. I need to figure out the braking zone for that last hairpin. Alright. 3 bonus points.
We're settling into the rhythm now, but don't be fooled. Anything can still happen from your legends.
Push, push. I wanted to seek some more charge. Maybe I'll use my first attack mode early. Oh, coming in hot on you, buddy. Use it now. With them. Aye. Why are you braking? There you are. I think I'm gonna box this lap. Just to get it out of the way. Alright. Messed that up big time. Alright. Do my mandatory stop. Small bit of battery charge. Do my 4 buttons and then I'm out. Oh. Damn. Okay. Messed that up. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, Drogovic is next. 1.6 and dropping like crazy. I'm gonna need to be braver than some of these guys going through these chicanes. Excuse me, guys. Pardon me. Going for ya, Nico. Or, sorry. It's not Nico. Nick. I don't know how I was able to keep that from spinning, but I did. Ooh. I'm clear to start farming my second attack mode. There we go. Push, push. It's Pepe Marti that's right behind me. Goofed up. It's alright. P6. Uh-oh. We have a couple people in the pit, so I'm back up into P4. But I still got 30 minutes, 30 seconds of my attack mode left. Gotta use it to my full potential. Alright. Both attack modes have been used up. Just gotta rely on my pace now. Got 2 more laps to go. But I should be able to make a dent.
Oh. Alright, hanging in there. I should be able to get P3 out of this. Come on, come on. Ouch. Come on, Mitch. Coming for you. Come on. I need to get you. Oh, he's in the pits. I'll get him. Alright, final lap. Oh, that was actually a personal best. Fastest lap of the race so far. Come on. Final corner. And we're home free. Got it. 12-second gap. Full, so it's Porsche from Cupra to Andretti. So I'm starting to run away with it. I got a 24-point gap. And in the constructors, we're 28 to the good. But Nico Muller, you got to do some more. Help get us some more points, okay? I can't be the one carrying the team. Ooh, we're doing Tokyo. Okay. I have no knowledge of this track, so I gotta figure this out. Ooh. Heavy bus stop. Reminds me of a spa. That is super technical. Alright, just gotta trust your downforce there. Alright, not a bad lap. Let's see how this goes. P13 only. Ah! Ah, no. I'm stuck. Alright. I'll just, yeah, I gotta leave it like this. P13. Let's see what I can do with this, though. Excuse me, everyone. Oi, oi, oi. Pardon me. Alright. Through all that kerfuffle, I'm P9. Gonna use my first attack mode fairly early, so I'll set it up now.
Ouch. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try this race again. 2. Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Let's push on. P10. Ow. Go, 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 go. Ah. Alright, let's give this one more shot. Alright, so purple is not good. Sorry. Purple is not what we're going for. We're trying to get into the green now. Let's try this. Alright, a little bit of damage, but I was able to get some more attack mode. Alright, P6. I'm gonna ignore the first attack mode zone. I'm gonna use it for the second. Push, push, push. Ah, no. I thought I had the angles. Alright. Listen, I can afford a bad result or two with my current lead in the standings. Alright, despite all that, I recovered to P5, so not all doom and gloom. I'm gonna do my my pit stop soon. Oops. Wait, those track limits? Okay, whatever you say. I'll be doing next lap. If I could stop. I know. Just gonna do a small splash and dash when I go in there. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna have to box this lap. Alright, let's see if we can salvage this a little. Alright. Position-wise, where am I? Dead last. Let's see what I can do about this. I'm almost a lap down. Alright. Should be able to take one... No, I'm actually still pretty far away. Just want to charge up that other attack mode, and we'll be good. I'm gonna be able to overtake these two on the pits. Hopefully. Just one. See if we can get to Costa. Push, push, push. Ah! We're on the outside, but we made it work. Fighting in the trenches for these last few points. Oh no, another track limit warning. Alright. Clearly, I'm not good at this track, so I'm not going to stress over it. We can afford a bad race or two. Alright, final lap. Maybe I could steal P12. Oh, P11. Might happen. Oh no. I have nothing to help speed me up, so this is gonna be it for the most part. Alright. Disappointing P12, but there's some more races to go, so. Cool. Alright, P12. Ooh, my arms. I don't know why that's giving me a bunch of strain. Just hydrate a little bit. Okay. Didn't get that many points, but hey, I'm still leading. It's a 15-point lead now. We'll get better. Okay. Berlin. Tempelhof Airport. I think this is a doubleheader. Gotta remember myself how this layout works because it has many different layouts over the years, so. Alright, this is one of the more simplistic ones. See what this puts us at. 42? P5. Out. Alright, I still have another lap to get this sorted out. Purple sector, but I've already kind of ruined it here. Dang. Yeah, I've already busted that. Alright, I'm 4/10 off. So, I could definitely get better with this. Alright, let's see how this translates to the race. Alright, not bad, P2.
Alright, back off just a little bit to give myself some attack mode. It's like around 1.1 for the guy behind. Ouch. Alright, let's try to pull up. Oh no. Ah, who's trying to spin me around? Okay. 6 seconds to dick tantrum. See if we can close the gap a little bit. But I do have a pit stop to do later in this race, so I gotta watch that. Just under 6. So I'm starting to get some pace on them. Alright. Gonna do my pit stop this lap. Oh, still got time before my next attack mode. So I wasted that time for nothing. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the season and then end the stream. Alright, get some extra battery charge and we'll be out. Am I still P2? I'm down in 6. That's fine and dandy. Alright, gonna use this attack mode once this pit boost ends up. There we go. Found some targets. See if we can overtake one before the braking zone. Oh. Have to do it the long way around.
Let's go, Slipstream. P4 coming up. Ouch. Stay with him, it's only a second. Okay, 2 more laps. I'll take a small ad break after this, though. But if it's another doubleheader with Berlin, I'll spare you the qualifying session. I'll just do the ad break during that. Gunther's in the pits, Maxi Gunther. Would I be able to overtake? Yes, I would. Just not paying attention. Nearly went into the wall there. Damn. Okay. Keep an eye on those guys at the back. Oh, this is the last lap. Never mind. Don't need to as well. Alright, P2. I'll take this. I'll take this result. Alright guys, I think I'll be taking a break. I'll be back in like 3 minutes, okay? Be right back. More to come.
Alright everybody, welcome back. No more breaks for the night. So, I got sent over to round number 7. We're at London. So, let's head over to the Excel Arena. Just get straight into the next race. Now, of course, I am learning this track on the fly. So bear with me. Whoa. Yeah, this is an indoor track. Like half indoor, half outdoor. This is so twisty and windy, I don't like it. Ouch. It's like you're driving around a jigsaw puzzle. So many blind corners, too. Not really paying attention. Oh, darn. Hit the wall. I think this is meant to be a double header too. So I'm horrible right now. This is not a fun track to race on. Alright, I'll start at the back for this one, work my way up, and see where the chips fall. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. Everybody's all checking up. Ouch. Alright, this is where I'm going to struggle a lot. There we go. So P9 got up 5 positions. Dang.
see if I can get some attack mode. I overshot it. All right, let's give this another shot. Try one more time. Alright, everybody decided to crash into each other, so that's giving me P5. And somebody's gone wide, so P4. Let me take some early track position. Ouch. That's giving me P2. Alright. We took my first attack mode. Oops. Ouch. Dang it. Keep hitting the walls. Dang it. Keep crushing the walls and losing my momentum. Alright. Ah, dang. Yeah, I'm very interested on how the Gen 4 cars act, because I wasn't really much of a fan of the, they really do, and from the looks of it, the powertrains for those new FE cars are pretty powerful too. So, I remember watching David Coulthard do, oh shoot. I remember seeing David Coulthard do a demo run of it, and he was like very, very impressed with it, so curious to see what it does for the series as a whole. But I do have, even though I don't really watch Formula E as religiously as I used to, it still has a soft spot because it's one of the first races I've actually attended. You know, I've actually been to a Formula E race back when New York was on the calendar. And, okay, I gotcha. Mm-hmm. Shoot. Overshot it. Get some attack mode in here. There are a couple tracks I wish they added to this. We don't have all the Formula E tracks. Oh man, I went wide. Okay. Yeah, because it's held in at the Autodrome. All right. Yeah, because back when we had Back when we had New York on the calendar, it was over in Brooklyn. So it was by the dockyards. I know I know most people prefer, you know, traditional racetracks. But hey, it was really cool to have it near my area. So wasn't paying attention. I think my, when I went, it was a doubleheader, too. Yeah, I understand. And for me, personally, it's tricky to watch because, I think for the, here in the US, Paramount Plus has the rights. And, you know, I barely use my Paramount. Yeah, it always ends up overlapping with something else. Also, the nature of it, they typically do them like early in the mornings, too. Mm-hmm. I do appreciate that they're starting to get into more, more traditional tracks. Like, I think the Spanish Grand Prix was in Jarama. I think obviously we have Miami being held in we have Miami in the Autodrome, you know, around Hard Rock Stadium, albeit on modified layout. Same with Shanghai, same with Mexico City, but the fact that we're starting to get into more traditional tracks. Oh. I'm not paying attention. Nice. Am I going to be able to overtake through the pits? Mm-hmm. Especially with how everything's... Especially with the cost of everything. Oh. Well, that was a bit of a shove. Just the atmosphere. Let me try and focus and finish this race. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I understand. Because when I went to, yeah, when I attended the New York Prix, I just had general admission for the Saturday race. So I just, you know, I just hung out wherever. But for the Sunday race, I got to be in the gantry. You know, I got to be on the main stand. But, yeah. People are weird. People are weird when it comes to seats. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'm in a weird place because of how close I am to New York City. Closest track I have to me is Watkins Glen, but that's like in upstate New York, and that's hours away. I don't want to do that. And ironically, even though I'm based in the United States, ironically, the closest race to us, distance-wise, is Montreal.
Yeah. And people will argue. People will argue, like, hand over fist for it. Oh, shoot, we gotta do this one more time? Oh, is it the wet, too? Shoot. Now I actually have to win this race. I actually have to try. Well, that's not gonna help. Let's try this again. I'm curious to see how this game goes when we have online multiplayer. Okay. Just use this. Yeah, I could feel it. Because unfortunately, with how motorsports is kind of growing nowadays, I feel like it's growing quicker than organizers are really expecting, you know? Yeah, tell me about it. Because they're really starting to cater to just like it's really getting tricky nowadays. People, they really got to invest more for like the fan experience too. I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So I don't know. Maybe I think it's just a uniquely North American thing. So I'm just including Canada and Mexico in this. You know, everything. It just feels like, because I'm going by hearsay. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Like everything is just run so much more smoothly when it comes to racing events elsewhere. Right? A friend of mine is a steward at Silverstone, and they say that, you know, come British Grand Prix time, come GT World, you know, British Touring Car, whenever they're stewarding at Silverstone, they got that stuff down to a science. So, you know. Yeah, definitely. But the problem is, now, F1 races are just stupidly expensive. Exactly. And it's a shame. Because ironically, the more accessible races are the ones that are more expensive. Right? I remember there was a survey either a year or two ago, and in terms of like the most affordable races, just for a day? Dang. See, when I attended Formula E in Brooklyn, it was $70 for the whole weekend. And a grandstand seat. Yeah, I get you. Because, not for nothing, I was kind of considering going to the 6 Hours of the Glen for IMSA. Not this year, but maybe like next year. But I'm just, I'm kind of pausing now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because for me, yeah, because the only track I could feasibly go to is Watkins. So. Ah, sorry. It's tough being a motorsport fan sometimes. First world problem, though. Alright. All I gotta do is just make sure that I'm finishing ahead of, Dan Ticktum. Alright, but we're looking pretty good so far. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting track for the London E-Prix. The fact that it's held inside, like half of the track is being held inside a convention hall. So. Oh, really? Yeah. I felt that way. I felt that way when I got to meet the drivers too. Like going up to Nick DeVries. You know, I was just like, wow, this guy really is short. You know, especially when you compared him to Stoffel Van Dorn. Van Dorn is about like my height. I'm around 6 feet, so at least I remember he was. It's probably my mind playing tricks on me, but yeah, it was fun meeting the drivers back then. So I do have a picture with Giovinazzi. Also, it's not here, but it's in. Oh yeah, yeah. People say it's weird that we love, like, that people like the smell of a racetrack, you know, with burnt rubber and all that stuff. There's a charm to it, you know. So I get what you're saying. Because even though it was it's primarily, oh shoot, what the hell? Ow. What the heck happened there? What? Alright, I gotta make up for that weird mistake. But first I gotta do my pit stop. Because I gotta make sure that I finish ahead of Dan Ticktum. Alright, let's go. Okay. Yeah, I've actually, you know, I've actually been to BMO Field before, so I know what you're talking about. As a traveling fan, because when I visited family over there years ago, I did get an opportunity to watch them play against the Red Bulls, you know, my hometown club. So, and we ended up winning that game, but yeah, the BMO Field is great. I think they're using BMO Field for the World Cup, no? I think that's one of the venues. Ah, shoot. I think I might have bottled the title here. Alright. Well, I'll see what I can do. Alright, constantly running into walls, which is not ideal. Alright, I'm kind of like fully focusing on this right now. Okay, cool. The person I'm fighting for the title is in the pit, so I'm gonna overtake him. Oops. But I need to take care of this car, though. I keep bumping and barging. Damn it. Alright, I don't know if I'll be able to steal any more positions, but hopefully this is enough. Alright, fully focused for the final lap, so please bear with me. Go. Alright, let's see if this P4 is enough for me to clinch this title. Alright, I don't know why I took that line, even though I'm not dealing with attack mode anymore. I've used both already. Alright, let's see. Is this enough for the title? Alright, let's see. Did I win the title? Skip this. Let's see. Yes, I do win the title. Nice. All right, 11. Oh no, 7 points. All right, cool. So Gen 1 Cup completed. Cool. Congrats, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to give the game a play, you know, because this is out of all the content in Formula Legends, that's the only thing that's actually like fully licensed. You know, everything else here is. I'm sorry, my butt's starting to fall asleep. It is getting time for me to end things. Right? Because we've got so much there's so much content here that's parody. Like for example, Alps Racing, clearly Esteban Ocon. So yeah, right? Because this is like it's like an arcade. This is basically an arcade racer. For example, like we got Charlie Lecreme, Lewis Hamilton. We got Chuck Morris, Oswald Pastry, Mark Pierce Stalin. Hank Kajar, Ferdinando Alfonso. Also, I noticed that everybody's numbers are reversed. Hans Troll,
Jeremy Vassell, Mickey Tantabelli, Nick Hulkendorf, Rafael Bartolotto, Battery Voltas. This one was this one was clever. Battery Voltas, Sergi Jerez. Also, I do like what they did with Cadillac here, going with the yellow and blue liveries that we were kind of hoping that they would do, instead of what they actually did with going silver. Axel Carbon, Marlo Seiss, Petrul Tasli, Fernando Pintacola. So yeah, there's some goofy names here. So, but I do know the big one. I think it's in the 90s. No, wait. I think it's in the 80s. The big the specific one they wanted to do with this content update was, where is it? Where is Lotus? Yeah, because we have everything here. I think it's locked right now. But if you remember, a couple of weeks ago we had Alex Zanardi pass away, and one thing they made sure to do with this update was to have an Alex Zanardi inspired car in this game. So I think it's still locked. I have to actually like play the main game to get it, but yeah, it's there. It's like around the 80s or the 90s section. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Just wanted to get some Formula Legends in, you know, get some arcade racing in. I'm probably going to switch back to traditional sim racing. I'm going to pull out the wheel again. Was Zanardi that known? Yeah. Well, he was never really... So, he was very renowned in both Formula 1 and IndyCar. But his true claim to fame was after both. After he left motorsport, because during his time racing, he got into an accident and he ended up becoming an amputee. But it ruined his racing career. But instead, he became. Oh. But while he ended up having to cut his racing career short, he became a Paralympian. So he did like wheelchair marathon, I think. I forget what exactly he did in the Paralympics, but he was a medalist. So he was a gold medalist in the Paralympics. Hold on, let me see here. Alex Zanardi. Let me yeah, he was a cyclist, hand cyclist. So let me just see what he won. Yeah, he actually won 4 gold medals in the Paralympic Games. He won twice in 2 golds at London, 2 golds in Rio, and a silver in both. So even though he's so we know him. He drove for Lotus in F1. He was a champion in Champ Car, which is kind of like the forerunner to IndyCar, and doing everything he did in the Paralympics. Yeah, he was a pretty popular figure for that reason. Yeah. And he was a serviceable F1 driver too before he moved over to kart. So, but yeah, he was I think he did a little bit of endurance racing too, like near the end of his career. Because I know if I remember correctly, I'm just pulling up his bio for other stuff. Yeah, he drove for 4 years. 4 years in F1. He drove for Jordan, Minardi, Lotus. He also drove for Williams. So, yes. It was the Rolex. With the paddles. Yeah, that was thinking. I'm like, he tried to do an endurance race. I forgot which one. But yeah, he was a great figure. But it is now the stroke of midnight for me. I have work in the morning, so I gotta cut things off here. But I do thank everybody for coming by. The fact that I'm getting more. Yeah, I typically end the streams around this time anyway. But the fact that I'm getting more consistent and viewership is starting to go up, it's encouraging, you know? Because last night we were on like 22 people at one point. So for a small guy like me, that's encouraging. But let me see if I can pass this generosity forward. Let's see who's available for a raid if we can do it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. I don't see anybody that I follow that's live right now. So I'm gonna go cut things off here. No raid for tonight. But it's alright. Tomorrow, let me see what's on the Le Mans Ultimate side of things. We can do that. Yeah, let's see. No, this is from June 2nd. Let me see. I'm just looking up, I'm looking at the Le Mans Ultimate Discord right now. Bronze, we can do Bahrain, Portimao. On the advanced side, Silverstone, Paul Ricard, Barcelona. I might do... I might do Le Mans Ultimate tomorrow night. Do the one stint sprint. Doing some Silverstone races. We could do that. What we looking at? West Coast Sim. Alright, let me copy that. Let me see if I can do that. Search and filter. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, yeah, let's show them some love. Hey, don't worry. Don't matter. Alright. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Let's do some Le Mans. We'll do Le Mans Ultimate tomorrow. Alright, guys? Take care. Have a good night.